Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Rachel O'Leary and it's time for a species spotlight. Last week I did water hyacinth and I asked you guys in that video, which I'll link in a card above, if you wanted to learn more about some of the pond plants that I use. And it seems like you did, and that there was a lot of interest in today's spotlight, which is the giant sensitive water plant. So let's take a look and I'll tell you a little more about it. Now the giant water fern, or giant sensitive plant, it's also called water pea or the Botswana wonder plant, it has quite a few names, is really pretty interesting. As you can see, it gets these long fern-like fronds that don't have any hairs, and each of these little fronds has anywhere from 16 to 26 leaflets. I learned a neat word when I was researching this plant, which is glabrous, which means that they are lacking hair. It also puts out these neat little flowers that are similar to that of a legume. And they're yellow, obviously, and they remind me a bit of pansies. And they also get some seed pods. This is a perennial plant, meaning if it does go to seed, it'll come back each year. Now, that's not the case in my planting zone, which is planting zone 6B, but it is hardy in zones 8 to 11. Now this plant grows really fast. It's available through various nurseries all over the United States, and I would imagine internationally. And it sends out these really long roots, which I particularly like for tubbing, and it stays right at the surface. It does not do well under water. As you can see, it stays right at the surface, sending those aerial roots down. And it makes for a great spawning mop for fish. Now this is native to southern Africa, where it inhabits mainly slow-moving streams. So these bins are a perfect environment for it. You can see too, the water hyacinth is blooming now. I told you guys about how they get those beautiful light purple flowers. Over here, you can see some parts that are about to go to flower. This plant grows exceptionally fast. I started with little tiny, maybe 6-inch stems that had no real leaves about a month or so ago, and it is easily 10 feet long in this tub. Now, I've seen them get really, really long. The plant profiles I could find around the internet when I was trying to research this plant says it gets to 15 feet, but I haven't seen it really stop growing. And in fact, a single cultivar colonized my entire 300-gallon tub. I think this is especially useful for summer tubbing because of this nice root system that it grows. That gives a great place for the fry to hide, as well as for the fish to lay their eggs. And because this plant is not considered invasive, it's a great choice for those of you that live in an area where water hyacinth is banned. Now, I bought mine at Texas Water Lilies, which is an online pond plant company. And I'll put the Latin name of this plant below. Another thing that's really interesting about it is that at night, or if you touch it, the leaves fold up, and it's really pretty cool. All in all, I think it's one of the best plants for bins. I haven't had the best luck overwintering it inside. It tends to lose a lot of its leaves, and I think if you were to try keeping it inside, you would need some really high light, and probably to fertilize the water column. Out here in the greenhouse, all of the bins get full of a lot of natural detritus, there's green water, and a whole lot of sun, both in my outdoor tubs and, of course, in here in the greenhouse. And I think that's part of the reason it thrives so well outside. So if you were to try it inside, I think that you would need to consider it a high light plant. I have overwintered it once with success, but I tried again this past year and it didn't work out. I'll try again this year too, and we'll see how it goes. As always, thank you guys for your continued support. Let me know below if you have any comments, suggestions, or questions. Visit my Facebook and my Instagram at Ms. Jinx in order to see some behind the scenes images of what's going on out here in the greenhouse.